Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one night. About Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent, always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, the formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Cousins now. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Now Herbert to start the drive. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Fields. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that one hurts. Would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down at 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Fields. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, Brandon Powell. comes Minnesota.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the third. Because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Komet. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A carry for Foreman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Got a man, it's Tunyon. He's got the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Bears!
Robert Tunyon. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Chandler.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Throwing, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne from 3 yards out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the score. The last drive and how it ended, go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They go play action. Cousins. Caught on the slant, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Joseph on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things set.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. To the air again, it's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Chandler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
They run it with Chandler.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. To throw is Cousins.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Fields now to throw. A throw left side taken in by Komet.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On play action, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
From his own end zone, Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Komet. He's got room past the 30.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
One play action, Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
To the air again, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2nd and 7. Now Fields.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Here's Fields.
This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Fields.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Fields.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Chandler. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Got an open man. It's Scott. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Fields throwing again.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And one last throw here for Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.